Welcome to Rhythm Church. All right. Rhythm Church. I am your host, Clinton Tipton. If you haven't had the chance to meet me over the weekend, thank you. This is not really, I don't feel like this is a workshop. This is a facilitation. You guys already know what you're doing. This is not something that I want to be categorized in any certain religion or any certain spirituality or whatever certain belief you personally believe in. This is for you. It's for everybody. This is not focusing on any certain particular belief. This is a neutral experience where you take your intent and you bring your own spirituality and your own vibrations and energy and everything that everybody believes in. When you personally believe in, you're bringing here. And it's accepted. And that's what we want you to know. That whatever it is you believe in, we want you to bring it here so that we can accept it. And you can feel accepted. And we can take the power of your thought, the power of your intent, the power of your spirituality and the way you believe, and we can focus it and make people feel, I'm not going to say healed. I'm not going to say healed. What I'm going to say is you make them feel good. And feeling good is healing. So I'm not going to say anybody here is healing. That's a very powerful thing. It's a very scary thing to say, yes, he heals or something like that. That's a power that, in my own opinion, that's reserved. But we can make people feel good, right? That all of itself is healing. Those can be explained through white blood cells being created by merely hitting this instrument. It can be explained through the mere interaction that we are giving. A hug is healing. Paying attention to somebody is healing. Giving eye contact with somebody is very healing. To know that somebody's willing to look you in the eyes. That's a rare thing these days. So what we're doing here right now is I'm going to facilitate you. I'm going to give you the power. This isn't about me. I'm just a toolbox. I don't even feel like a tool anymore. I'm just a toolbox. You guys are the tools that give everybody else the strength. So all I'm doing is creating the space and facilitating a space where everybody can feel what it takes to heal. Because you're going to do that yourself. You're going to have to ask for it. Healing doesn't come from somebody giving you something all by itself. It also has to be accepted. And more than anything else, it has to be asked for sometimes. And I'm telling you from experience, if you don't know me personally, then I have to tell you, to be honest with you, I'm the number one guy that doesn't ask for help. I'm the number one guy. If I need something, I'll do it myself, and I'll kill myself trying to do it without asking anybody. And that's horrible. And you guys are helping me come over that. By me asking you to do it, I have to put myself on the spot and do it. That's just the way it has to work. So giving yourself and then having the power to accept something is very powerful in itself. It creates a cycle. That cycle is just like the music we're creating. You start your rhythm, you play that rhythm, you unite. When you unite, that means everybody is accepting everybody else is part of that music. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to unite with the intent to do what we all want to do. And that is to help somebody. You wouldn't be sitting here this morning if you didn't want to help somebody. You didn't come to be entertained by the drum gathering. Everybody in this room, I can tell, came to the drum gathering to help somebody else and become part of a community or become something that's more powerful than they were before. The ones that are, got to go about their day and they're not paying attention to what's going on here, I know they're really being entertained and they're enjoying this, but they haven't got quite to that point where you understand the power. There's not only music going on here, and I don't want to take too much time preaching to everybody. I know that's what happens. But my mission is to let you know these instruments hold power. They've held power since the beginning of time. These instruments were created by humans before we have recorded history. That's important. They stayed around long enough that we can enjoy them now. There's lots and lots and lots of traditions that our cultures have forgotten. These, I'm not going to let be forgotten. They're too powerful. These are tools. And if you're going to play it, enjoy your music, but understand that you're playing something that's powerful. This is just as powerful as Guns N' Roses. This is just as powerful as any band that's getting thousands and thousands of people to go to their concert and listen to their words. People go to concerts because you want to hear that music. Well, as any musician, if you're one person that's only making a difference on your block in your town, you're still making a difference. And if that one person in that town starts to make such a difference that people from out of town start showing up, then you're starting to spread your tentacles into the rest of the world, and that becomes like a snowball effect. But you have to realize that you're doing that, and that's all I want this experience to do, is to make people realize how powerful you are. You are all way powerful than you know. Way more powerful than you know, and I just want you to know that I see it, and I love you all, and I'll go through any extent in my life to bring that power out of you. So that's what we're going to do here. When I say that I don't ask for things and how huge that is, I'm going to ask you to do it right now. If any of you in here today have anything that you need, whether it be a healing experience from a physical wound or pain, or you have some type of emotional trauma, or you just need to feel accepted for whatever reason, that's what this is for. That's what this is for. And I'm going to explain something. I'm trying to be real fast about this. The Paralounge Drum Gathering is a cultural, educational, community event. It always has been, and it is always developing to become a stronger cultural, community, educational experience. The educational experience is what keeps people from turning this into a festival. It stops people from being able to let their children play without having to worry about bumping into somebody they're uncomfortable with. This lets you come be comfortable and create an environment where the entire family can come in, no matter what denomination or whatever you believe in. I keep it educational, cultural, so that your spiritual or religious belief can come in here and learn something without feeling like you're in an uncomfortable environment because your personal beliefs may make you feel uncomfortable. So that's why I keep the Paralounge totally sterile of any kind of workshops that has anything to do with, say, the metaphysical or the spiritual or anything like that, because I want people to come here and be completely comfortable with their denomination or their beliefs. So I keep the Paralounge completely educational. Rhythm Church is the only thing I've let into this gathering that actually addresses some type of spiritual point of view that the drums bring to you. And I'm so humbled that it has become this popular. And that's why in February, we'll have our new event in February. And I'll address that real quick. The February event, it will be different from this Paralounge experience. And I'm going to go into full detail about it at 1 o'clock when we get done with Rhythm Church. Because, like I said, the Paralounge Drum Gathering is neutral, educational, cultural, so that nobody feels uncomfortable. I don't want somebody to come to learn about the drums and feel about like they've been forced into a situation that's uncomfortable for them and feel like they're learning some spiritual, somebody's trying to teach them or force their denomination on or something like that. We're not going to have that here. But in February, I will be creating a different environment that will be completely more focused on the spirituality of the drum circle. And I'm going to give everybody a chance. We'll go through Rhythm Church, and then we're going to let Rhythm Church come to an end. And then I'm going to give it a little while. So if anybody feels uncomfortable with that experience, you have the chance to say, yeah, that's really not for me. And you can get up and, get ready to leave and go about the rest of your day without feeling like we're putting you into an uncomfortable situation. So that's what I plan to do, is have Rhythm Church, and then I'm going to wait till 1 o'clock, and I'm going to sit down with everybody with any questions you have, and I'm going to explain what February is all about. And I'm going to briefly explain what I have going on here in the middle. When we are here, we start doing what we do with Rhythm Church. There are people that are not here that we really want to be here. There are people that may feel like there are energies in the room, that there are spirits that join us here. There are belief systems out there that support the use of crystals and these instruments and all that spiritual stuff. There are a lot of spiritual techniques and things to learn about that reality. So I brought a little bit of it here because after every Rhythm Church, I listen and I get the feedback from everybody. And what I've experienced is people are telling me that during Rhythm Church that they have energies, they see things happening, and they see this stuff, this beautiful magic that's happening, and they're seeing it. So I went ahead and I brought this crystal in here, and I'm going to read it to you to tell you what it does and what the belief system is behind this crystal. This is a smoky quartz. It's a variety of quartz with a hardness of 7, can vary in color, pale tan, deep chocolate brown. The smoky quartz is one of the best stones used for grounding your energies. Smoky quartz can enhance organization and can lend focus to students, patients, and teachers. Smoky quartz protects one from negativity and can also neutralize that negative energy. It can be used to battle the effects of radiation, including sunburn, radiation exposure, medical, or environmental. Now that's what's written on this paper. Okay, does that mean that I believe in it or that I know what I'm talking about? No. I'm not trying to convince you of anything, but I'm going to welcome this into our circle now because it's going to make somebody feel good. And if it makes anybody feel good, I hope that everybody else can just accept what that does. So that's what this is here for. If anybody has anything that they feel needs to be removed from them, that's what this is for. Think about it right there. Put it there. If you believe that it can escape and go somewhere else and worry somebody else's life, then that's why I put it there. I want you to know that I have somewhere for you to put it. Put it right there. And after Rhythm Church and after the day is done, I'm going to take that down to the lake and I'm going to wash it and I'm going to put it away till the next Rhythm Church. So that's what I'm doing with this. So right now, if you feel like you have the need to have somebody touch your soul and give you this music that can make you feel better, please come to the center. If you have trouble getting up and down, I've placed the chairs in the middle, so those people please take a chair. If you're healthy and you can get up and down, I would ask you to sit on the floor. And make it nice and tight in there so we can move around there. Now this is very, very important. This is supposed to be fun. The reason why it's supposed to be fun, I want to see smiles. Everybody better start smiling here because that's what's going to be healing here, people. You need to...
Concentrate on what we're doing. If you concentrate on those, let me change back.
Batteries, just like people, you gotta have somebody charge them. Okay, back to what I was saying. Now you're laughing. I'll make a few more jokes and look goofy out here. All right, because that's the thing. It's important. We have to have fun, but there's a part of that fun that I want you to realize. You have to have fun, but you have to be serious at the same time, and that's a little bit of a balance. But what you're thinking about is very important to what we're doing here. So what I need you to do is be happy about what you're doing. Don't concentrate. Don't feel like student crisis to start getting, worried about what you're playing. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Put your hands down on your instruments. Down here. And then I want you to take a nice deep breath. Just let it out. Pull it in until it hurts. Just fill your lungs just full of so much oxygen. Hold it. And then let it out. Pull it in. And then let it out. Now, feel your heartbeat. And give it to that instrument. You're not going to sound like your neighbor. You're going to be off beat. So just feel your heartbeat. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Just feel your heartbeat. Lightly feel it on your drum. Feel it in your instrument. There you go. And as you really start to feel, that's my heartbeat, you can give some volume to that. There you go. The laws of the universe are at work here. It's a law of the universe that any two clocks beating in separate time will entrain no matter what and come together. So let's take a minute. Let our heartbeats entrain. I hear it. There you go. There you go. Now we're going to go through phases. We're going to take steps. The first step is to take these people, take them back to their dreams. Because your dreams is where you're free, right? You can fly. You can breathe underwater. So that's where you feel free, right? So let's wake up that dream. The instrument that does that the best is thousands of years old. They've been doing this since recorded time, and you are going to do it now. Please bring the didgeridoos to the center of the circle. There you go. We're going to bathe them in the vibrations of the universe. Now remember your dreams. Remember what it felt like. This way. There's a point in our life where we forget about those dreams. So it's important that we bring them back. You can't forget those dreams. Aha. Don't forget to smile. This is the dream time. Sound beautiful. All right, didgeridoos. I think we have these children back. Let's go ahead and rotate the didgeridoos back out of the circle. We've taken these people, brought them back into their minds. Not outside here, put them back in their minds. Where you have true freedom. Now hold on to those dreams. You're beautiful. Thank you, didgeridoos. We have these children back with us. All right, we've brought the dreams back to the surface. The meaning behind freedom. The vibrations to wake up the mind. Excite the pineal gland. So we're going to go to the next step. These children have had their dreams. Now it's time to come out here and make sure they're safe. And one of the ways the shaman did it thousands of years ago when they were called into the village and they had to disperse something negative that's affecting the village, what did they bring with them? The shaker. So shakers, come on out here and help us disperse anything that might be negative in this air. Make these children feel safe. Let them know that we're here. And that chaotic sound of the shaker will disperse anything that's not supposed to be here. It's a warning sign, like a rattlesnake. We're here, and we will fight to protect. We will make safety. Make sure you rotate. We want to move the energy around. Think about what you would do to protect those you love. Come to the realization that you love everybody. Set yourself free, get rid of the hate, and realize that you love everybody. And when you're ready to protect somebody you love, you become ready to be a protector. So bring your instruments of protection out here. There you go. Remember to rotate. Remember to keep rotating. We want to keep the energy mixed up. Move it around. Like stirring a good stew up. Can y'all feel that? Bring it from the earth, bring it up to the top, round to the positive. Use the earth. Pull it from the bottom, push it into the sky. There you go. Don't just play your instrument, play yourself. Rotate. You want to share yourself with everybody here. All right, let's go ahead and rotate shakers. Let's go ahead. Rotate back to our seats. There you go. I can feel that. These children, they've been taken back into their dreams, and now they can feel it. They feel the love. And I can feel it spreading. Man, I don't know about you, but I feel safe. There is no threat to me whatsoever. All right, Shakers, let's go ahead and rotate back. Yeah. I think that's all we really strive for as human beings, safety. If we feel safe, that's the main objective to life, right? Now we've taken the didgeridoos and we come out here and we took those vibrations of the universe and we woke up the child that's been hiding in your mind. Bring it up to the surface. You're not your age. Let me just say this. You don't know how old you are. You have no idea. Your body wants to tell you, but that don't mean nothing. You don't know how old you are. So let's just be children. Free to dream. We've done that. We've protected them. They're children now. And what do we do when we're safe? We celebrate. What do we do when we celebrate? We dance. Come on, dancers. Come out here and celebrate with me the fact that we are able to do this. There you go. Let's bring that relationship between rhythm, our internal systems, and these instruments. All of you players out there, you know how to inspire these dancers. So I want to hear it. Bring it. This is your time. This is when it's time to get wild. Bring it. There you go. Ah. Ah ha ha. That wildness, that's freedom. Let's celebrate. Ah, 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 ah. Let me hear ya. There you go. I know you're out there. Tell me what you feel like. Tell everybody in the center of the circle what you feel like. We're sharing this. If you're going to share, put it out there to share. There you go. Woo! Don't be afraid to get out here with it. Don't make me be the only guy out here, right? There we go. All right, dancers. Let's go ahead and rotate back to our seats. All right. Woo. I hope y'all feel as good as I do. There's the heartbeat. So we've created the space. This is important. You should do this in every place in your life. Don't make the drum gathering the only special place that this happens. I'm begging you. I want you to do this every day. However way you do it. No music, whatever. Just give and accept. So we've made this space. We brought the didgeridoos out. We use the vibration to wake up that pineal gland, to get the child back to the front of their minds, forgetting about the stress of being an adult. Being an adult is some serious stuff, people. So let's just be kids, right? Let's just bring the child to the front of our mind. Because you can be a child and still be responsible. It's just, children don't worry about it. So we brought that child to the front of their mind with the didgeridoo. We brought the shakers out here. We dispersed anything that doesn't need to be here. We don't want it here. If it has a negative effect on us, take it out and stick it in that crystal. Put it there. You know, in movie terms, you know, that's their prison. We'll just take it and we'll stick it right in there. And you don't have to worry about it no more. So we have the didgeridoo shakers come out here and do that. Dancers come out here, celebrate this space. Now it's time. It's time to bring peace to this celebration. There you go. Go ahead and bring these chimes out here, the same way we did with the didgeridoo. Bathe these people in them chimes. Let them feel the peaceful effect of vibrations, because vibrations can go on all levels. And this is the one we want to be on right now. All right, chimes, let's go ahead and rotate out. That silence is very important. All right. Everybody in the center of the circle, if I can get you to take a nice deep breath. Let's get everybody to stand up nice and slow. Everybody go ahead and stand up nice and slow. Take a nice deep breath. Now reach down to the earth and pull your breath and pull it up. And let it go. Reach down and pull it up. This is what the trees are doing. Now everybody on the outside, reach in and breathe towards the inside. And everybody on the inside, reach out and accept what's coming at you. So everybody just reach down, pull it in, and then give it to them. Now take a nice deep breath and bring your voice and keep that going. This is your voice. It doesn't take language to create a voice. Everyone has a beautiful voice. Bring it from the low. Oh, and then bring it up. One more deep. Ooh, bring it up. All the way. Give it everything you got. Every bit of oxygen. Push it out of your lungs. All the way out and hold it out. Please understand that what's happening right now, is unity. One last time, bring it all the way up. We'll keep the silence at the end. Ready? There you go. Come on over here. Come on. Everybody in the middle. Come on. I'm just asking you if you're uncomfortable with this. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. I'm asking you, please touch each other. Just reach out and hold somebody's hand. Physical touch, please. Enjoy it. Laugh. Please laugh. Everything we've done up to this moment, this is the most important moment. If we reached out and touched each other, I think the world would be a different place. All right. Take a nice deep breath and go ahead and let's be seated one more time, please. Thank you very much. I want to thank you. I want to thank you all for participating. This means more to me than you all realize. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, my soul, every fiber of my being. Thank you. Your participation meant more to somebody that you don't know than you'll ever know. This is the way I like to end this weekend. This is the 30th Paralounge Drum Gathering. That's 15 years, twice a year, we've got together and developed. This was just like any drum circle. We just wanted to drum with people. And through that drumming, we had an awakening experience that made us realize that we weren't just having fun. There was a moment when I realized that I was inviting everybody to come out and drum and have a good time. And suddenly I realized they're not just having a good time, they're having an experience that's profound. And this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. I am not spiritually educated. I don't go to church. I don't have a denomination. I don't study any certain religion at all. I barely graduated high school. So I'm not giving you an educated opinion. This is just my opinion from my person, and I want to share it with you. To me, a spiritual experience is something that profoundly changes you. Something that profoundly changes the way you think, the way you perceive other people, the way you feel connected, the way life works. That is my definition of a spiritual experience. Having fun is having fun. Having a spiritual experience is very enjoyable, but to me it's a whole different experience. And when I was drumming with people 15 years ago and we walked out a drum circle, I noticed that there was a crowd that went back to their campsite that were having a great time. And then I started to experience people that were walking away from the drum circle with this look on their face like I experienced. Like I just got slapped in the face by a beautiful dream. Like I just experienced something I knew didn't exist. I didn't think it existed. I grew up in a world that told me that it was cruel and that adults were mean and that any kind of law and structure and all that was uncomfortable. I grew up without laws. You know, police and authority, that stuff just makes me cringe. I'm like, oh, that's how I grew up. And then I came into this community of people that were making music, and the music was affecting the life in a way that I no longer cared about authority. You know, I all of a sudden started to understand, because I started to think about music. Without the authority, that music is chaos. That music is what we have in that drum circle. The drum circle we have out here in the field, that's an open, wild, free-for-all drum circle. Because that's a place where people are learning to communicate. They're not focused. They're trying to focus. They're learning to focus. When you come in here and you have somebody like me or one of these amazing instructors that I have focusing you, all of a sudden that drum circle becomes something more, and you start to actually understand the musicality of the structure. Well, that structure is authority. And all of a sudden my life opened up and I said, wait a minute, I'm looking at authority all the wrong way. That authority is there for a reason. And when I started paying attention to it, it made life work better. So that authority and that structure in the music, people start to realize that it expands into our life. Music isn't just music, it's actually a structure of life. If I can look across you and see you in this side and realize, hey, I love you, I'm going to play my drums and I can't quite hear you, but I can see you and you're smiling and I can see your hand movement, then we're locked together. We're playing together. We're connected. That's super important. Well, when I saw people in our original circles walking away and they had that expression like, what just happened to me? And they're smiling and you walk up and they're like, I feel like I just had a spiritual experience. Well, the drum circle bought that experience, but what actually came forth was the idea that changed your life. You're like, oh my gosh, I just had a realization and it changed you. That, to me, is my opinion of a spiritual experience. And that's what I feel like the drum circle can bring into our lives. Not just make us musicians and teach us about community, but we can also have an uplifting, spiritual, mind-blowing experience if we have the intent. So I want to tell you now, I love you. I'm sorry I preach so much when I get my chance to talk to you guys. But this is thank you. But what I'm trying to get out is, I love you guys. This weekend was amazing. The community's amazing. I can see everything developing. I can see the awakening happening inside our community. I can see it. I can feel it and I can hear it. I've spent 15 years doing this drum gathering because of a spiritual experience I had, yet I've kept all that spirituality out of the drum gathering, out of our Paralounge. I've actually intently kept people from coming into our drum gathering with religious intents because I needed to keep it education and cultural. So that's what we're doing in February. I'm taking everything that I've been building up inside for 15 years to express the spiritual side of our music. So I'd like to say I love you. Enjoy your ride home. Safe journeys. If you came here this weekend to learn only about drumming and to get the educational experience and learn about culture, I love you. I'm so glad you came here for that experience. And I'll say goodbye until you can drive home, and I can't wait to see you next May. But if you have this feeling, like I do, that something's happening inside our community, then go ahead and hang out for a few minutes. And we'll let everybody get a good breath. Go get some water. Go do what you got to do. Come back at, what time is it? Almost 11:30. If everybody can come back at 12 o'clock, I will be glad to talk intimately about what we're going to do in February. So if you guys want to do what you have to do, get some water in you, set your camp out, go pack, whatever you got to do. If you're interested in February, then come back 12 o'clock and I'll be glad to talk to you about it. I love all of you.